It is not Christmas, but I felt like it was today. So I went to the coin shop a few days ago, bought a couple of things, and then I usually go on Saturdays, and my wife said, "Oh, you're going to the coin shop again?" And she thought it was kind of crazy because I just was there a few days ago, but like I told her, you never know what's going to come into the coin shop because people are buying and selling every day. So I walk in, the owner sees me, and he's like, "Oh, have I got something for you?" I'm like, "What you got?" So if you watch my channel, semi-regularly, you know that one of my favorite coins and one of my favorite silver items are Mercury dimes. And as you can imagine, I tend to buy Mercury dimes when I see a good deal on them, which is very frequently at this place. So I walk in, he has not one, not two, but three nearly complete books of Mercury dimes. I actually believe two of the three were complete, but he removed the 16D and the 21 and the 21D, which is just fine with me because if those were included, I probably wouldn't have been able to buy them. So let's just take a look at what we have here. Now, the way I usually do this is I get the more common dates, and I usually end up selling those for to people who basically predominantly value the silver content of them. I know some people are kind of silver guys or gals, and some people are coin guys or coin gals. I'm a little of each. So I appreciate the numismatic value and the history of the coin, and I also appreciate the value and utility of silver. So, I tend to go for the 16s through 19s, and I like to make full date tubes. So when I went through these, as you can see, this is the and the other nice thing about this is he sold these to me for silver weight. Now, as you'll see, a lot of these coins are pretty decent shape, and there are some slightly better years there, like the teens. There's also a 26S in each book, so there's a lot of good stuff here. So as you can tell, this is the old-fashioned Whitman folder, and very cool collection of coins here. I mean, I'm pretty happy to see these. And as you can see by some of them, I'm not sure how well that's going to show up for you guys, but I mean, there are some details. I don't think this is really that good. Okay, so we'll ixnay on the magnifying glass. Just try and move this closer. There are some details in the heads of Mercury, and you can see some rims, which is something you don't always see on a lot of these coins. I'm seeing some XFs for the later ones. So like I said, basically what I do is I tend to just kind of piece these out, which is kind of funny because you get people who like spend years putting a nice set together. Then what happens? Well, they sell it, and then somebody like me comes along and breaks it up, then sells it and keeps some of the pieces. And then while I'm doing that, I'm also making my own sets that will one day be sold off and sold into pieces. It's like this crazy thing. It's kind of like the ocean. The waves come in, the waves go out, So this looks like a pretty good book to me. I'm pretty happy with this. And like I said, there are some details in these older ones, which is nice. So like I said, this one had quite a few in there. Let's see, it's only missing 4, 6, it's only missing 10. I've tried selling like near complete sets. They don't do very well. I usually tend to do better with like just selling lots and getting the older or slightly better dates, and I'll sell those as either small lots of like 2 to 6, let's say, and I find it does better. So here we have the, what's this, the Library of Congress book? Yeah, oh, sorry, Library of Coins book. We have this one, a little hard to see there, but we have the 16 and the 16S there. The 18D is looking pretty nice, actually, and the 18. Unfortunately, there's a really terrible glare there, but the 18 and the 18S are looking pretty good. Let's see if I can raise this just a little bit so you can kind of get a better look at some of those. That should be better. Let's see. Yeah, that should be better. Not much better. But you could tell, look at those 18s at the top. The 18D, 18S. Can't tell if they might have been cleaned or not. There's a chance, but they do have really nice details. 18, 18D, 18S. Those are pretty nice. 19D is decent. I'm also liking the 20 too. Those are some nice ones. So I'm pretty happy with this, especially when you consider I bought them for, oops, sorry about that, guys. Clumsy guy and little camera stand, not a good combination. But especially considering that I bought these for just the metal weight. So he doesn't sell them by, like say by dollar of coins, like some people say we charge like, $20 or for $1 of silver coins or 20 times face, 22 times face. He sells it by the gram, which is pretty cool because if you're buying 100 dimes, silver dimes, and they're in perfect condition, well, you're going to pay like, say 98 cents times 2.5 for a dime. You pay like $2.42 for them, I believe. I think that's what it is. But if you're getting some that are kind of worn down, you're paying less. So you're actually paying for the true silver content, not just a general flat rate. Yeah, some of these are really, really cool. That 31S and the 31D are in pretty nice shape. Because I'm trying to, like I said, excellent details. I can't really see right now if it's been cleaned or not, but that is really in excellent condition. These are some really special coins here. Very nice. This was definitely an excellent pickup on my part. Pretty happy to have these. And let's see. These are usually the ones I'm least excited about. But you know what? I don't know if it's the plastic or in the combination of the plastic and the lighting, but I'm actually seeing some luster in some of these. I don't know if it's actually coming through on here. Unfortunately, the stand's not the best thing for this particular video, but like over here, I mean, this 41D looks pretty good. Let's see, what else? This 43. The 44 right here. Now, these are very common date, but still, I mean, if it's, yeah, I'm seeing a little luster here. So some of these are probably low mint state. Definitely some nice ones here. I mean, like I said, I was probably paying, say 98, like I said, 98 cents. Yeah, I was probably paying like $2.42 a piece on average. So I did pretty well on them because if you're seeing 1940s with some luster on them, you could probably get at least $4 to $5 a piece for them, depending on the condition. Now this one has a price tag on it from the original book, $2.75 for this book. I asked if I can have this and all the coins inside for $2.75, but that was a no-go, so I kind of knew that was coming. But the cool thing about these is some people will pay like 10 or 12 bucks just for these used books. This other one here was written on, so I probably wouldn't be able to do as well with this. Maybe a package deal, but now these aren't as nice. But still, I mean, definitely decent. What I'm thinking probably happened was the Whitman binder seems to be the lowest condition, and it has the fewest coins. So what I'm thinking is the coins that are in this Whitman binder were like the doubles and the triples. So what I'm thinking is all the best coins were put into this book. And then as these coins were upgraded, they were put in this book. And then as these coins were upgraded, the old ones were put in this Whitman book back here. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I'm looking at these coins, and some of them are okay, but I'm seeing a lot more coins that aren't as good as this one. This is kind of like the top quality book, and it's funny because when I was looking at it at the shop, I didn't really notice the condition that well. I was just kind of overwhelmed by the fact because it was a really excellent score for me. And he's got a very, very, very busy shop. So I think that there are times when he's just happy to make a profit and move on to bigger things because he made like a profit of like let's say a certain amount from me. he probably could have made a bigger profit someplace else, but then that would also take him more time, and that would take time away from something where he could have made a more substantial profit because, I'm relatively, I'm not like a big spender in there. Like, I don't go in there and like some people have, I've bought and sold tens of thousands of dollars in coins and metals and stuff, and that's not me. I don't have that kind of budget at all. But like I said, obviously, if you only have so many hours in the day, you're going to go for where you can get the most profit. So, like I said, I benefited off that, and I'm very pleased and feel fortunate, actually, very fortunate. So, like I said, all these 17s, 18s, 19s, keeping these for my own collection, because like I said, my goal is to just kind of break these up into different solid date tubes. So 16, 16S, 17, 17S, 17D, and so on and so forth. The only one I will not be getting is the 16D tube because, well, 16Ds and really, really crummy, beat-up condition are still going to run you $500 or $600. And if they're in just crummy condition, they'll still cost you $700 or $800. So let's see. Yeah, this 26S isn't as nice as the other ones, but still not bad. That's the thing, too, is like, I was thinking, like, even in this older Whitman folder, there's still some coins that really aren't bad in here. So I'm thinking that, even, like, maybe there was a jar that he put the really beat up ones in. So, like, he put a placeholder in, and then when he got a nicer one, he'd put it here. Then when he got an even nicer one, he'd put it here. Then when he got an even nicer one, he'd put it here. Then when he got an even nicer one, he'd throw that one in a jar or something because they were $3. So this is really an interesting setup. And like I said, some of these, like this 35D here, it's not something you're going to want to send to PCGS by any means. I'd probably call it a VF, but it's like a nice coin. It's got character. It's still got a lot of the details you'd want to see. It has a full rim. You can see the feathers on the head. It's got some nice coloring and stuff. So some good looking coins. I really had a lucky day today. Like, I just had a ridiculously lucky day. And actually, as I'm looking at these, I was thinking, okay, I can just kind of break these down like I normally would. Yeah, this isn't something I can just break down and hurry up. Like, this is actually going to take me some time to because some of these might need to be individually carded because they're really that nice and put into flips, So, just thought I would share that with you because I was just really excited. And, when stuff like this happens, like my wife was in the car and she waited for me, and I said, "Hey, guess what I got?" And I'm telling her, and she's, oh, like, that's nice. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I know she doesn't care. It's not her thing, Like, she has her hobbies. I have my hobbies, and it's just not something she's going to get as excited about. Let's just say. Now, who cares that I do this? Well, nobody cares. That's why I'm making a video for you guys, because I know some of you guys and gals might find it kind of interesting. Boy, I got to take another look at this book, because some of these really just shocked me as I was looking at them. And it didn't even occur to me at first that, there might be some coins in there that are better and whatnot. So that is really something. That is some cool stuff right here. And like I said, if you go further on, there's some even nicer ones. Wow. Well, it looks like I have a much bigger job ahead of me than I thought I had. So I am going to go ahead and do some grading and some sorting and some putting and flipping and all that stuff. I hope you guys all have a good one. And if you haven't seen some of my other Mercury Dimes videos where I'm basically professing my love for the Mercury Dime, yes, I'm that strange, go check those out. Have a good one. I will talk to you all later.